Hello there and welcome. The road to WrestleMania starts today. Oh wait, wrong.
I thought the road to Jon Jones starts today.
This is 5-Round MMA. My name is Alex Ramirez. Alongside me is Albert Cita and Guillermo Cita. Whereas this show is taking place a little Sunday get together. Royal Rumble, the annual Royal Rumble event for all you wrestling fans out there. For all you non-wrestling fans out there, don't worry. This isn't a wrestling podcast. We'll jump to the MMA in a little bit. But first of all, I want to thank all of our sponsors, Rocking Green Eco-Friendly Cleaning Products, 5 Rounds Clothing Line, and of course Redemption Martial Arts. On today's show, we're going to go over the fallout, the hearts breaking, the holes in Swiss cheese, the bitter Swiss chocolate.
I like it.
I'm not Switzerland, like Sweden, whatever. Wrong country. Sorry, my fault.
Sweden.
Yeah, you're thinking about Swedish meatballs.
Yeah. My fault. But all the heartache that the Alexander Gustafson fans feeling now. Also too, a new contender now in the light heavyweight division, and maybe if Hendo's gonna be done or not. So, but first of all, let's play a game. So let's play the Mr. Matchmaker. Guys, want to play that?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Yeah. So this.
I always like doing somebody else's work.
So premise this game, I'm gonna run off 5 recent matchups made by the UFC. I want to know if Albert and Guillermo love them, hate them, or just don't care about them. So first one, last week, I think we reported here that Mirko Krokop was in negotiations with Bellator. Yeah, but I guess the UFC swooped in and stole him from Bellator. And he's now Krokop is back in the UFC, and his first matchup is against Gabriel Gonzaga on April 11th in Poland. So
this is a rematch, correct?
Yes, rematch.
Yes, it is.
Because last time I remember Gabriel Gonzaga gave him the head kick of all highlight reels, right?
Yep. So Albert, do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you like Krokop?
I 100% hate it.
Okay.
First of all, I think they're pretty much now lowering down to Bellator level, and that's not what you want to do. I think they should have done a legacy contract like what WWE does and had Krokop be some kind of ambassador of the UFC or something like that, but not necessarily put him back. I mean, there's a reason why he was let go or he almost retired in the first place. He did not have the best endings in fights, and even though I know Gabriel Gonzaga's on the way out, I still don't feel that it's a necessary matchup.
Yeah.
I hate it as well. I think they're scared of the Bellator if they had to swoop in through the back door, because that's what it seemed like. It just seemed like they don't really care for Krokop. They just want to mess with Bellator, to be honest. So I want
to make just a quick note. This is where WCW made their error. They're trying to suffocate.
I thought this was an wrestling
podcast. I know it's a wrestling podcast, but let me just get it out there. They're trying to suffocate the competition by taking out the big names, right, and enforcing them to develop new ones. But see, that was the key to WWE's win. So they're swooping on, taking a Krokop, Rampage, and guess what? Scott Coker's gonna be forced to make new stars, and that's where Bellator's gonna rise.
So you think he'll find some like natural heavyweight somewhere?
Keep in mind, UFC has nothing but old prospects now. I mean, Anderson Silva's their biggest star, and he's already out the door.
So the other reason I also hate it, I was like, there's nothing for them to each gain in this bout. I mean, it's a rematch, but I mean, like, Gabriel Gonzaga wins. What does it do to his career or to his standings in the heavyweight division? And the same to Mirko Krokop, because there's a lot of more heavyweights up and coming. Travis Browning, for example, they're really up above them right now.
This is just more just like a seat filler type of fight, right? It's no coincidence that they announced the signing of Krokop, and then the day later we're going to Germany, we're going to Poland, we're going back to Europe.
How are we going to sell out Poland?
Yeah, exactly. So next one. Benson Henderson agreed to take on Jorge Masvidal in April 4th in a couple weeks in Fairfax, Virginia. Benson Henderson is filling for the injured Bobby Green once again, but this kind of stems from Benson Henderson being angry and mad about the whole Donald Cerrone outcome of his fight. So, Dalbert, do you love Benson Henderson coming off this quick against Jorge Masvidal?
I love it and hate it.
Okay.
I love it because he does need a quick return to stay, I guess, relevant. Even though he shouldn't have to. Yeah. But it does keep him more relevant if he's back in it and in the winning side of it. I hate it because I really wanted him to go up a weight class to 170. I think at 155, he's way too far to get another title shot.
I love it. I don't know what Albert is talking about. He was the champ like 2 fights ago.
Yeah, but now he's 3 down.
And he won against Donald Cerrone. Let's be real. Even Dana White said, he saw Benson Henderson winning the fight.
Matters what says it on paper.
Okay, but I still think he's
Jon Jones has one loss. It's on paper.
I still think he's an elite 155er, and I think this is to the right direction. It sucks for Bobby Green. I heard it was a torn quadricep.
Wow.
Yeah. So and I think it keeps him in the good graces of Dana White.
Yeah.
Hey, I won that fight, but I'm still ready to go. I'll put on the gloves.
He almost did the Donald Cerrone.
Exactly. He's going to Donald Cerrone, and look, Donald Cerrone and Dana White are best friends now.
Yeah, really. Them and Conor McGregor just hanging out on the ranch, huh?
Exactly.
So next one, this one it's close to home. Chad Mendes against Ricardo Lamas in a big featherweight bout on the same card, April 4th. That's gonna be the main event. So Guillermo, do you love it? Do you hate it?
I love this one. I mean, it really establishes again Chad Mendes is a #1 contender if he beats Ricardo Lamas, and Ricardo Lamas, the quiet superstar.
So I think this is about the kind of assuming Conor McGregor is going to beat Jose Aldo, right? Because last week put these together. Go ahead.
Well, if anything, it probably sets up a good matchup for Frankie Edgar because he's still in the mix, to be honest.
Yeah.
And you got to establish that next #1 contender after Conor McGregor.
Albert, love it, hate it?
I love it and hate it again.
Okay.
There's more love than hate, though.
You're a lover and a fighter, right?
He hates it because someone has to lose.
No. I'm a big fan of Ricardo Lamas. I'm a big fan of Chad Mendes.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be an awesome fight. I think both these guys are bringing. Both these guys have something to prove. Both these guys want to be back on top.
Yeah.
And that leads to nothing but good fights.
Yeah.
It sucks for Frankie Edgar because I think he kind of gets put in the side. But I hate it because it's almost like I think Dana White's protecting Conor McGregor. If I get rid of one of these guys, then
that's one less wrestler.
But to your point, Conor McGregor already has the title shot, so what does it matter?
No, because technically there's two potential losses to Conor McGregor on these two fights right here. There's only one potential.
But no matter what, if Conor McGregor beats Jose Aldo, he has to face either one of them.
That's what I'm saying.
Who knows? They might just find another random featherweight to put up.
Exactly. I just think I think there's more of a move here than we see. That's all
I'm saying. Don't be surprised if
I'm throwing some seated theories out there.
Don't be surprised if
whenever a new champion is crowned, it seems like he has to solidify himself, and he gets the challenger that never had a chance.
What you wanted.
I said, don't be surprised if Conor McGregor wins the title and then all of a sudden Dan Spruce is no more contender.
Exactly.
He's a wrestler, but they know he'll scrap when he wants to scrap.
Exactly.
And also has to scrap. You know what I mean? So
Chad Mendes and Rob kind
of cancel
himself out.
Yeah. So sticking with the alpha males, the next one, Uriah Faber has agreed to your boy Rafael Assunção March 22nd in Rio de Janeiro. This one kind of reminds me again of maybe a title eliminator, which is not really kind of fair because both Assunção was kind of waiting for his title shot. Yeah. But anyways, go ahead, Guillermo. Do you love it? Do you hate it?
I really don't. I don't really care for it.
Yeah.
So I hate it.
Well, you never really been a Assunção fan.
And to me, Faber again, is he really gonna fight TJ Dillashaw or is he Jose Aldo? What's he gonna do? I guess that's my point.
Yeah.
Because a win, it solidifies him in that weight class. But where's he going from here?
Not only do I hate it, I hate when I have to agree with Guillermo. I hate this fight just because I don't like it that Uriah Faber is still being considered kind of the measuring stick to the title shot because what this means is if Uriah Faber wins, he gets a title shot. If Assunção wins, he gets a title shot. But how many times have we seen this scenario before?
Yeah.
I just feel that Uriah Faber needs to take to the side a little bit. Yeah, I understand he only has a couple wins under his belt, but I still think he has so much title shots, he should still get a couple more and don't just put him to the person that's supposed to be the #1 contender.
It does seem like it's either it's always been the champion
or Faber,
#1 contender, and then whoever Faber. You know, it's
exactly.
I'm
just getting tired.
This division's getting kind of. Is this me or is the battle division getting kind of boring a little bit?
Exactly.
A little bit.
Well, Mighty Mouse City might move up.
And the same thing in that weight class is starting to seem like a rerun again, over again.
Yep. So last one, Quentin Rampage Jackson. This one's gonna hit near and dear to our boy Big Game back. His UFC returns against the infamous Fabio Maldonado. April 29th in Montreal. So, Albert, do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you even not care about this?
I'm going to say I don't care.
Okay.
Because I tell you the truth, I really don't hate it because, man, go get your money, Rampage. That's fine. You people want to give you easy money, go ahead and take it. If that's what I always say.
Yeah.
They honestly, Rampage should just start calling Dana White Easy E. Because this is going to be an easy check. And it's this simple. Look, he knows that... how do you say his name? I don't know. Fabio, he's a stand-up fighter.
Yeah.
He used to be a boxer. There's no way he's taking it down. Yeah. We know what this is.
Yeah.
So Rampage, get your money, bro.
I love it. It's a fan fight. I mean,
I don't know how this is a fan fight.
How not a fan fight?
I didn't know you were so excited to see Fabiano step into the
It's guaranteed knockout, right?
Yeah,
guaranteed knockout.
I'm excited to see Rampage knock out Fabio Maldonado.
It could go the other way around.
It could, but we're expected to see a stand and bang, so I mean, it's gonna be excitement. So it's a fan fight to me because I'm excited to see some type of knockout.
So more like a Rampage as with this, maybe a fight with Shogun coming up.
Yeah, and then
maybe Hendo again. Maybe
and the good thing is though, if he gets past those 3 potential matchups that
don't be surprised if they swoop up, sign Tito, and we see Tito versus Rampage.
But at least if he wins these fights, he'll be knocking on.
He might even fight Stephan Bonner. Don't hold your breath, guys.
He'll be back in the light heavyweight contention. So
all right, so that is it for Mr. Matchmaker. I'm gonna hold my reservation to who won this segment to the end of the show. So coming up next, UFC on Fox, Gustafson versus Johnson. We'll go over the heartache that took place in Sweden. So stick around, guys.
Please visit FiveRoundMMA.com on our social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. FiveRoundMMA.com.
Thank you for sticking around. UFC on Fox, Gustafson versus Johnson is now in the books. Overall thoughts, just reactions, the card as a whole. Jonah, was it worth? If you were in Sweden, would you be mad if you waited till 2 in the morning to see this card, the main card, go out?
No, from some of the finishes, I mean, besides the controversial finish between Hendo and Musashi, which I still don't think is controversial. Yeah, because they got their money's worth. I mean,
dude, I think there were some vicious knockouts this whole night.
that running flying knee.
Yeah. I think what started at what, 10 o'clock at night.
The most boring fight was Phil Davis versus Ryan Bader.
So you would have been mad to wait until 10 o'clock at night for the card to start until 2 in the morning.
I would have still been mad. I'm just saying it kind of lessens the blow.
Yeah.
Because I saw some pretty dynamic finishes.
Yeah. So actually, I want to jump right into the meat and potatoes of this, the main event, Alexander Gustafson versus Rumble Johnson, which was kind of, was it an official title eliminator, or was it kind of just, we're all going through the impression of that, like it was going to be...
At the end of the day, UFC says something. I think Rumble Johnson should fit Jon Jones. So, I think it's very clear.
Yeah. So this is kind of my theory to the main event, the outcome. I think there's good and bad from this outcome of Rumble Johnson and Gustafson. I think it's good because we'll see Jon Jones get a new opponent in Anthony Johnson. But it's also bad because more likely we probably won't see the Gustafson Jones rematch.
I can guarantee you 100% we will never, ever see Gustafson versus Jones too.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, no, I don't agree with Albert. I think somewhere down the line it will happen, whether he has the title or not. Are you talking
about Pac-Man and Mayweather type of stuff when they're both like 40?
No.
I'm telling you, Jones is that type of guy that's how you know he's not really a fighter at heart. He can say whatever he wants. No, but at the end of the day, he doesn't want, once he goes through the tough thing, I don't want to do it no more. Yeah. I got past that. Let's not touch that ever again. And I bet you, the guy that was the most happy that Rumble Johnson won was Jon Jones.
So let's stick with Rumble Johnson. And this guy's, I mean, pretty good story, right? He's a guy who was, I think, made waves at 170. Yeah. Then all of a sudden, he couldn't cut weight anymore. Then became kind of a joke for the MMA community. Look how fat he is. But then it got kind of leaked out that this guy walks around at 220 all the time.
Yeah.
And then gets cut from the UFC after almost being embarrassed by Vitor Belfort.
Not making weight at 185.
185, yeah. And then goes to World Series of Fighting.
Tries out 205.
Yeah, even heavyweight.
He fought in heavyweight.
Yeah. Now he's back at 205.
And at 205, he looks lean and cut.
Not only that, too, but remember a couple months ago, wasn't he suspended from the UFC for the Ray Rice incident when they wanted to make the NFL? So, just get your thoughts on like just the return of Rumble Johnson, his impact.
Like you said, I think it's a good story. Yeah. I think through all his failures that he had from the past, all the embarrassments, to come back strong and beat elite guys.
Yeah.
I think it's a good story. A lot of people were cheering for him. I was looking at the Twitter reaction.
Yeah.
People were going on for Rumble Johnson for some reason. I think maybe he's a really good guy during training. So I think overall, everybody was cheering for him. So I'm happy.
Albert, you think it helped too that like how humble he was after the fight, like how he could sympathize? He said, "Oh, I sympathize with Alex. He's a good guy. You know, I'm an emotional guy too." But do you think? I think this persona of Rumble Johnson, nobody really knew him, right? I mean, nothing really came out like, "Oh, this guy couldn't make weight. His name's Rumble, knocked people out. He supposedly was domestic violence." But now I think people say he's actually a genuine nice guy. So
no, I think ever since he was even back at 170, he was never. No, you never heard no one talk real ill about him. Yeah, they made fun of his weight. They made fun of the weight cut or made that an issue. But no one ever said anything about him personally. I just think that he is a class act, and I think that a lot of people respect him because of that. I mean, after that day, I mean, you feel bad for Gustafson, but at the same time, you couldn't like say anything bad about Rumble Johnson. I mean, he took the win like he was supposed to. I mean, and, you know. He showed that he had nothing but respect for Alexander Gustafson stepping in there for him and even giving him the opportunity, actually.
Yeah. So, assuming that Jon Jones kind of stays the course and doesn't have any more drug test failures, and Anthony Johnson stays healthy, this fight should happen this year, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Probably around summertime, early summer,
maybe early fall. So, is that the last time we'll see Jon Jones on light heavyweight?
Yeah, I think if he beats Rumble Johnson. That's it. He's not going to be in light heavyweight no more. But I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
I think Roman Johnson's going to get that W. And then not only let me give me a whole theory here.
Okay.
Roman Johnson's going to beat Jon Jones. And then he's going to lose to Eisner and Gustafson. DC gets a rematch, beats Jon Jones. He's 3 out.
Okay. That's a lot to take in there. So the two I remember, do you... If Jon Jones gets past Rumble Johnson, is that the last we see of him in the light heavyweight division?
No, I don't think that's the last we see.
No, really? Who's next? Who's left, really?
Yeah, but I don't think he leaves light heavyweight.
Ryan Bader, bro? He gets
Ryan Bader, yeah.
I think he gets Ryan Bader. No, but I think heavyweight is just too much of a challenge for him, to be honest, and I don't think he's ready to try that
I think he's the type of guy that says, that really honestly thinks it's not a challenge for him to beat those heavyweights.
I think he's... like you say, he's scared of these guys at light heavyweight. What do you think a heavyweight will do to him?
But
there's a couple of heavyweights that he'll get past. Maybe he'll try a heavyweight, especially if someone down in the barrel.
Maybe he'll try Gabriel Gonzaga or Krokop.
Exactly.
Or they'll throw a Matchmaker or something.
But imagine him versus Verdum or
Brendan Schaub and Jon
Junior
Jones.
Dos Santos versus Cain Velasquez. You really want him to go through that? He doesn't want to. If he's scared to take hits from Gustafson.
I'm tell you exactly what's going to happen. If he beats, let's say for some odd reason he beats Rumble Johnson, right? He's moving to heavyweight. But he's never going to fight for a title. No. We're never going to see a big heavyweight. I mean, he's like you said.
But there's no super fights, though.
The super fight's Cain Velasquez. That's the money maker.
There is no super fight. He's going to fight Mitrione, Brandon Schwab, and some other guy.
along the way.
And then he's going to retire. If he wins those 3 heavyweight fights, he retires early and goes off and does
without a big cash out.
No, this is how it really plays out. He stays in light heavyweight, avoiding all these heavyweights calling him out. He stays at light heavyweight if he beats Rumble Johnson, and he goes against through the wheel.
DC one more time?
He'll take Phil Davis at this point. He'll take
Bader.
Ryan Bader for the rematch because he knows he has it in the bag. And then he'll wait right before he retires. He'll call out Cain Velasquez if he's still on top. Make that super money like Anderson Silva is trying to. And it'll be Jon Bone Jones versus Cain Velasquez if he still stays the course.
That's like a 5-year plan right there, isn't it?
I know. Albert's going 5 years ahead of me. Let's stick to Anthony Rumble Johnson right now.
So one of the things people noticed that was they even asked Rumble Johnson. I guess Jon Jones had a kind of a mean tweet towards Alexander Gustafson.
And he deleted it right away.
Yeah. So do you guys have? It seems like whenever Jon Jones gets to social media, people always jump on top of him. Like he just trash talks a lot. I think it's more of like he has bad timing, right?
He's a punk. That's what I'm saying. This is why you can't respect him as a champion. He's a straight up punk.
Yeah.
He's the definition of a punk. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I seen these guys all over. When I was in high school, I seen these kids all the time. The only problem is they grew out of it. He didn't. Yeah. So he's a straight up punk. That's what he is.
I mean, he had something to say about Mr. Wonderful Phil Davis. You know, not so wonderful performance.
But please, nobody make fun of me. I have a problem with cocaine. Please,
he's a recreationist.
Think about my family. Why don't you talk about that now, huh?
Say something about his not so wonderful. Dude. Needs a nickname change. Also, was it Gus? I'm not impressed.
And
but
he deleted
it right away. Also decided to play Mr. Matchmaker. He said, "Hey, why don't DC and Gus face each other now?" So I'd say like people, like you said, maybe people have this. He just had really bad timing, and maybe just the tone of his text.
The thing is, I would respect it more if you had just been honest about it to begin with. Like, this is my personality. I don't like these guys. I'm a trash talker. Be the Richard Sherman of the UFC.
No one likes the guy that plays the fence.
Yeah.
Either become the villain or become the hero. Yeah. Don't play the fence. Right?
Just be himself.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's what the Chael Sonneys, the Conor McGregor, they embrace whatever they are. And they take it to times 10. Yeah. And that's what you have to do, I think, when you're in this type of realm. Yeah. And he doesn't do it. He plays the fence, and I think that really rubs off the wrong way.
I mean, because if you go to side by side, tweet by tweet, Conor McGregor's trash talk and Jon Jones, Conor McGregor is way worse.
Conor McGregor would never delete a tweet, and his are way worse.
But his are way worse. But I think because what you said too, what Jon Jones' first impression to the crowd was, "Oh, I'm a warrior. I challenge myself. My samurai spirit. I'm all about martial arts and respect." And also, what his personality really is coming out. It's a little too late for him, right?
Yeah. It's like DC. DC never took back anything bad he said towards Jon Jones. I mean, he said some bad stuff too, but he still comes out looking the good guy. You know why? Because he keeps it real. He doesn't play the fence. He never said, "Hey, you know what? I'm deleting this tweet that I said." No, he kept everything.
It's just public enemy number 1 right now, Jon Jones. So I want to wrap this up. I want to talk about Anthony Gustafson. I mean, obviously, I think his international stardom was proven on Saturday.
Oh my goodness!
I have never seen such. I mean, other than Conor McGregor when they did it in Ireland.
Come on, bro. No. Other than GSP in Canada. Okay. All right. Okay, you know what I mean?
I mean,
or even Rory Mack.
It was almost inspirational to me how much the crowd got behind Alexander Gustafson. That guy literally looked like he was Brad Pitt or something.
Rocky IV all over again.
I mean, wow.
So obviously his international star is there, right? So he's not gonna go anywhere anytime soon.
No.
But as far as the title picture, is heavyweight division, light heavyweight division shallow enough where he's still on there?
Yeah, I think it's shallow enough. I mean, there's Daniel Cormier, still right there, like Jon Jones. I like that matchup. To be honest,
he doesn't necessarily have to go to DC, and we can eliminate these two top guys. I mean, there's still Ryan Bader. He can still get a rematch with Phil, even though he's friends with Phil Davis. He always said he'll fight him again. Yeah. And I bet you want the rematch. I mean, there's Glover Teixeira is still about. Yeah. There's Rashad Evans. There's still other interesting matches he can do instead of just diving in and just trying to cut off the number 2 guys.
Yeah. I'm just a little worried that
Shogun's over there.
Yeah, true. I'm just a little worried that Gustafson's going to be the guy who always fights in Sweden and Europe. You know what I mean? If we want to see him, we got to get the fight pass to see him. Or
I think it's going to be every other fight. That's what I feel like. I feel like he's going to do Sweden, maybe do something over here and then back to Sweden.
Okay. That's what I'm just worried about.
I'm afraid too that if he only sticks strictly to the Sweden, the U.S. fans
is there a Sweden city like Boston's for Ireland?
I don't know what.
I think that's what the
I don't know what U.S. city is.
You've been to Seattle.
Yeah. maybe we can make Portlandia the unofficial Sweden capital of the United States, but hopefully I think he'll bounce back. I mean, it was kind of tough too.
Who has the biggest IKEA, or is that Switzerland?
That's Switzerland. I don't know. Okay. Swiss. I know that I'm just we're horrible geographically here at 5 Round MMA. We're never coming to learn anything, but yeah, I think it was kind of heartbreaking to see he had so much invested in this fight and for the home people, and like to see the guy break down like that was really a new layer to Alexander Gustafson, right? Yeah, I think he earned a lot more fans too, and also Rob Johnson too for how humble he was. So also I want to wrap this up too a little bit with the other fights. I think Ryan Bader and Phil Davis didn't really do himself any favor, right?
No, they didn't.
No, they're all scared to pull that trigger.
Yeah,
I think I think someone said it best. I think they both thought. They both knew that this was a big fight for them, and they knew a loss meant a big loss.
They fought conservative.
Yeah, so it was more of a conservative fight, I thought.
And then Hendo versus Gegard Mousasi.
I mean,
poor Hendo. To be honest,
it was a bad stoppage, but I really think it was Mousasi's night regardless.
Yeah, I think had the ref not stopped it, more shots were coming anyway. It's just Hendo.
But I will give this to Dan Henderson. He thought they were probably going to stop the fight early because of his eye, and he kind of rushed for it. So we don't know what his game plan was really. So who knows? That could play a lot of part. I mean. He just rushed the guy. But
before the fight, too, Mousasi said you're seeing more regionalized me. I'm going to be more into it now, supposedly. So is this the start of maybe a little run for him now, you think, Albert? Because you're the biggest Mousasi fan in the room.
Yeah. And he went against him.
Yeah, look at our Instagram for the pics for that card.
Hey, it's because I had epiphany the day before of just nothing. And it just came to me. As like,
H-bombs everywhere?
Yeah, it was like Ryan Bader, Dan Henderson, Rumble Johnson. And I got 2 out of 3 right, so that was a pretty good epiphany.
But is it start of a run for me?
I think this is a restart button on Mousasi.
No, I don't think so.
He is what he is now?
Yeah, I mean, Gegard Mousasi is amazing. It's just... it's too stacked. It's too difficult in that weight class. I mean, who does he have to go after this through just to get a title shot?
Yeah. I think that's it for today, right?
Yep.
So next week's going to be a massive hangover because the Spider returns.
Oh, yeah.
Against Nick Diaz. So we'll have all that fallout.
So I got to get those cobwebs out now.
Cobwebs out, ladies and gentlemen.
You guys get cobwebs. I'll go with the Stockton Slap.
So until then, make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at 5RoundMMA. Like us on Facebook and subscribe to us on iTunes, YouTube, and Podomatic. I want to say a big thank you to all of our sponsors: Rocking Green Eco-Friendly Cleaning Products, 5 Rounds Clothing Line, and the RMA Foundation, Redemption Martial Arts. Until then, Albert, what do you got?
All I want to say is if Randy Orton comes out number 30th, I think he's going to WrestleMania. And
Randy Orton.
I said it. Thanks everybody for listening.
And I really hope Nick Diaz doesn't come out scared, because if he doesn't come out scared like the rest of Anderson Silva's opponents, I think he has a really good shot to be
scared, homie.
Yeah, don't be scared, Nick Diaz. Cream in the crop. Oh yeah.
Eyes get grimy.